Hey everybody, and welcome back to Survival Sundays. Today we are having a look at Don't Starve. Now, we've got plenty of this on the channel already, but just thought we'd come back to, the good old original, and feature it for our Sunday. As you can see, we've just started off. I've started off with Woody. So Woody begins with Lucy the Axe, which means chopping down trees is nice, quick, and easy. Can't really complain about that. Now, if you have never played this game before, I would hope you have, but if you've never played it before, it is an amazing survival game. Very good fun. You essentially are dropped into this randomly generated island, and you've got to pretty much collect everything you can and survive. So as you can see right now, I am just going around and grabbing everything. So we've got some seeds, we've got some berries, we've got some carrots, we've got pine cones, we've got wood. Wood is very important, of course. Now let's plant a bunch of these pine cones. Another thing is, if you don't plant a certain ratio of trees to however many you cut down, sometimes the trees will come to life and murder you horribly. They're pretty nasty to tangle with, so we would prefer probably not to if we can. Now we've got rabbits down here as well. Unfortunately, we won't be able to catch them because they are pretty quick. You've got your food, your health, and your mental state in the top here, along with the time. We've got plenty of daylight left, so we pretty much want to spend our entire day collecting as much as we can, really. Because if we don't, well, we'll be in trouble. So that's what we need, some flint. So luckily we already start with an axe, so we don't have to worry too much about that. However, flint is useful for making tools, making all sorts of nifty things. Oh, I didn't quite grab that. There we go. Grab some carrots and some flint. Now let's come back down. Actually, let's get a bit more wood. Alright, we'll plant some of these. There's flowers around and things like that, so flowers are good for your mentality. You pick flowers and you feel better, that kind of thing. So now we're keeping all our pine cones, just simply so we can burn them on our fire, because when it does hit nighttime, it gets very, very dark, and if you don't have a light source, well, then things will come out of the darkness and eat you, essentially, and it's game over from there. Oh, look at all the berries. So we've got a lot of berries. So that nighttime I'm talking about is the blue part up here. Oh, what the fuck? It was a turkey. So we can't really catch up to the turkey. Well, the turkey's eating the berries. Get out of here, turkey. Oh, there's two of them. Come here. He's too fast for me. I won't be able to catch up. We've got a nice road, so let's follow this along, see where it leads us. Now, with your food as well, food does decay over time as well. So you do want to not just collect everything. Unless you've got a fridge, you can make a fridge further on in the game, which means you will be able to store your food. At least will last a little bit longer. What do we got? Alright, so I've got some flint, so let's make a pickaxe. And let's get to... Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, there's some bird thing. Go away, bird thing. Crap. Alright, he's gone. Phew. Alright, let's get some rocks. Rocks are handy. Alright, so there was some weird bird leg thing. Now we can see that these have gold in them, because we can see the veins of gold in there, which is all well and good. We've got one piece of gold. Let's try and get the other. Nope, okay. He will not bother us, thankfully. Okay. What else we got? So we've got another little path around here. Got a bunch of gold up there. So now if we hit tab, we can actually see on the map what's around us so far. We haven't explored too much yet, but, you know, that's alright. Do we want to chop down another tree? Yeah. There we go. Now, when we've got a shovel, we can actually dig out those stumps there. Ooh, I don't like the look of that ground, though. It looks very swampy, doesn't it? Oh, and there's a wormhole over there. So wormholes will take you to random spots in the map where other wormholes are. However, we probably don't want to jump in there just yet. Yeah, let's make a nice big fire pit. This is a nice place as any to set up a nice little base. So now we're a bit hungry, so let's eat some of these berries that we've got. Oh, and we want to add fuel to the fire. And pine cones are great for that. As you can see, we've got a nice rip-roaring fire. We'll save on to one of those pine cones just in case. Let's eat some of these berries till we're nice and full. And now darkness hits. Alright, well, let's have a look and see what we can make. So we've got fire, that's fine. We don't want traps just yet. What do we need for a science machine? We need more rocks, so we just used all our rocks. Luckily, there is a nice big boulder here that we can break down and take all the rocks from there. We can make ourselves a science machine. So science machines will allow us to make new recipes. See, there we go. Whole bunch of things have opened up now. So now, you know, we can make opulent pickaxe, a regal shovel. So nicer versions, basically. Survival now, we can make a backpack, so we might actually do that. Backpacks are quite good. They give us extra inventory. Food, we can make farms. We can make a bee box. Drying racks are good for meat. Structures, we can make walls, and we can refine things. So make rope, we can make boards, and stuff like that as well. So, what have we got? So we've got quite a bit for light already, so we don't probably need that. What about survival? What do we got? Alright, so it's day 2. So you do have to go near... Oh, so we've got a chest. So maybe if we refine some boards. 2, 3, and now we can make a chest. And we can start putting stuff in there. So we don't have to lug it around pretty much. Oops. We'll pop that in there. We'll pop gold. We've got some seeds and food and whatnot. We'll pop that in there. Pop the wood and the rocks and the grass. We'll hold on to the food just in case. Actually, we eat those berries. So we'll start collecting some rocks. There's some more berries over here. The more food, the better. Pick up some flint. We've got plenty of flint. We probably don't need any more for now. Oh, actually. Can we make a shovel? Oh, what do we need? We need sticks. Alright, let's... Oh, we got one stick out of there. We really do need a shovel, so... Let's go on the hunt for some more sticks. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to pull out my pickaxe, actually. Oh, crap, okay. Pickaxe broke. And we need more sticks to make another one. So, sticks. Alright. Another pickaxe. Oops. Walked away too quickly. There we go. Alright, so we've got another pickaxe. Let's go get this gold. Here we go. Bam. Ooh, 2 pieces. Okay. It's quite nice. Alright, so we've got some berries over there. Food's always good. As you can see, we went through quite a bit of food last time. We'll eat a carrot. Now, seeds, you can roast them and either eat them. Ooh. Okay, we've got a spear. So we do have to watch out around these evil flowers because, as you can see, our sanity is going down quite a bit. So we've got a gnome and we've got a box thing. The things, as you will actually... I think we need a hammer to break these down. So the things, if we put them together at a doorway, I think they pretty much lead you out of the area. What do we want? What sticks don't we? We've got... Probably into more wood. It's always good. Let's... Oops. Plant these. Keep the evil things happy. Alright, so we've got a path over here. So we've got some bees and... So we've got a spear now as well. Which is nice and good because that will let us defend ourselves. Ooh, okay. Nice and spooky. Ooh, skeleton. And we've got some twigs, which is good. And a grass suit so we can... No, we can't. Okay, so we can't wear that the same time as the backpack, which is fine. However, if we do make a shovel... Okay, we need a science machine to make the shovel. I was going to say we could actually dig up the graves here. And sometimes you find like gems or gears. Gears are quite handy. Those kinds of things will actually let you make the refrigerator. Where are we going? Okay, so we've set up over here. There's some berries on the way, which is nice. And we've got a stick. Now, one thing I should note as well is once you've made the first prototype near the science machine, you don't need to have to be near it again to make the same thing. Which is good. Let's chop this one down. And one more. Good measure. Boom. Let's get this grass. And we should be right. Yeah, I think we're right. Let's eat some of our carrots that we've got. Nice, tasty carrots. There we go. We're nice and full. There's some seeds over here. And there's some more sticks up around here as well. Sticks are good. Now, essentially, what you do is when you get a shovel, you can actually dig up all this kind of stuff. And you can bring them over closer to your base. You can have like a whole little farm going. It's quite a handy little way. Oh, go away, bird. Birds will eat the seeds. So, again, seeds are good for either eating to begin with or for making a farm. What am I doing? Let's chuck some pine cones in here. So, we didn't get much out of that. So, I think these boards are actually quite good for fire. So, let's chuck one on. And we'll chuck another one in there. Alright, let's throw the gnome in there. I'm not sure what the gnome actually does, but we can throw the gnome in there. It's all good. Pop some wood in there. Alright, so we've got some more gold. Alright, and we've got some sticks. Alright, so let's roast up this carrot. So, there we go. Nice roasted carrot. Yum. Let us make a... Hopefully. What am I thinking? Oh, fuck. Tools, okay. Not with it at the moment. Alright, so we've got a shovel. Bang. Now we have a shovel. So we've got shovel, we've got pickaxe, we've got a spear, and we've got Lucy the axe. Okay. Well, actually, what we might do as well, survival, we want a trap. Okay, so, we've got some cut grass in there, nice. So, survival, and we can make a trap. So, if we take the trap, now what I like to do is just set it pretty much right above, or just around the rabbit hole there. Then come day, we should be in luck with a new rabbit. You set up a few of these around, and you've got some rabbit for the day. We'll have a munch on some berries. We should be right. So, here's our spear here. So we're not doing much with it just yet, but you know, it's handy to have around. We've got a grass suit, so we can make a log suit in the future as well, if we really want, but it's not overly needed just yet. And we've got our science machine. So now, in future, there are magic things, so we can make meat effigies, which allow you to resurrect when you die. So one thing to note is when you do die, generally, that's it. See, there we go. We've got a spear, a ham bat. I've not seen that before. A grass suit here, so we've got a log suit here, so we need logs and rope. Marble suit, so we saw those pillars of marble there. If we get a hammer, we can actually knock that down. We can make a helmet start. So there's lots of things to defend yourself with. And so we can make signs. We can make a wall out of hay. Probably not too... Yep, so we haven't caught anything yet, but I'm sure we will. But we might actually call it there. This was only a quick one. So this has been Survival Sundays. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, guys, hit like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys again later. Bye.